What's up, folks? How's everybody doing tonight? So, somebody asked me a question on my YouTube channel. I was a lady. She asked me to give some advice, dating advice, for 20-something-year-old ladies. The first thing I would ask is, what is the goal of dating? And please just follow my line of thinking. What is the goal? I say that dating should have a destination like any other journey. There should be a destination. And when we take a journey, the first thing we do is decide where it is we're trying to go. Because without deciding where it is you're trying to go, without deciding a destination, for one, you don't know where you're going. For two, when you establish where it is you want to go, then you can choose the path that you need to take to get there. If we're traveling, some places you can go by car, some places you have to fly to. So we first have to establish the destination to determine the means to get where it is we're trying to go. So the same thing with dating. Dating should have a destination. What is the end goal? Are you looking to get married or dating for some other reason? I always suggest, and when I'm talking to people about dating, I'm always talking with the end in mind. Marriage. I believe in what I call purpose-driven dating. And the purpose for dating, in my world, is marriage. And I suggest that if you're dating, you should only be dating if you're looking to get married. All right, especially, I say that for anybody, but if you're talking about 20-year-olds or even teenagers, because actually that would eliminate teenagers. Most teenagers aren't looking to get married, and the problem I see with dating without a destination is you find yourself in all types of situations that you may not want to be in. Because you're just kicking it, seeing where it goes, or any of that kind of stuff. If you're dating, whether you call it casual dating or serious dating, you're still going to experience the same emotions. And depending on what you do while you're dating, you're still going to get the same results. If you have sex while you're dating, it's the same effects as if you're married. And if you're not looking to get married, or you're not looking to get married right now, then why would you be dating? Doesn't make any sense if you see it that way, especially when it comes to teenagers. This isn't a teenager, but I'm just thinking across the board. But if you are dating and marriage is the goal, then I would suggest that you first know what it is that you're looking for, what is compatible with you as a person, what is compatible with your life, what or who would be compatible with your values. There's certain areas in there are your non-negotiables, and then there are the things that are negotiable. The non-negotiables would be things like your faith. It would be things like finances. And I'm not talking about how much money a person has to make. I'm just talking about values as it relates to money. And if you and that person will be compatible. Because if you have a person that's just reckless with their spending, and then you have a person who is very conscious of how they spend their money, that could be a problem. Now, it may not be a problem in every case. I know Dave Ramsey says that usually in every marriage you have the spender, you have the saver. And it's not necessarily a problem if you have a spender and a saver, if they are able to complement each other. Whereas the person who's the saver might be the one that kind of heads things when it comes to money. So that's important. I mentioned faith. When it comes to faith, that's important. If you're a Christian, you probably wouldn't be wanting to date somebody who's an atheist. If you're an atheist, you wouldn't want to be dating somebody who's a Christian. It doesn't make any sense. Um, and then you have certain religions that are exclusive, like Christianity, Islam, other religions that are exclusive that don't allow you to date people of other faiths because it's contradictions. So those things are important. Faith, money, if you have the same values. It's not necessary that you like the same things, but you shouldn't be opposed to them. And by that, what I mean is, I remember years ago, I was talking to a lady friend of mine, and she was, I can't remember if she was married already or if she was dating a guy, but the case was, she was asking me about they like different things. And what I said to her was, it depends. It's one thing, let's just say he likes jazz. She likes R&B. That's not necessarily a problem because, well, let me tell you how it would be a problem. It could be a problem if he likes jazz, she likes R&B, but she's opposed to jazz. It's some form of music or something like that, or some other thing that the other person is opposed to. Now, if it's something that they don't necessarily participate in, it may not be that they're opposed to it. It just may not be something that they've even considered. So in a case like that, I'll use myself for an example. So if I'm dating a woman, she likes opera. I don't listen to opera. I don't necessarily have any interest in opera. I'm more of an R&B cat, jazz, things like that. But she may be able to expose me to that world and show me the beauty that she sees in opera. And then I'm able to appreciate it because she's exposed me to something that I was, not really familiar with, not necessarily had an interest in it, but I can appreciate the beauty that she sees in it, and I can enjoy it with her because it's not something that I'm opposed to. It's just something that, I may have never really explored or don't necessarily have an interest in, but I can enjoy that with her because I see the beauty that she sees in it. So things like that are important. Those are things that I would look for in dating. Just make sure that you're. You're going to be different. Everybody's different. You're going to have things that you have in common usually, and then there'll be things that you don't have in common. And there's never an issue about the things that you have in common. Those are the good things. The concern should be about the things that you don't have in common. And what are those things? Because again, there can be things that you don't have in common that really doesn't make a difference one way or the next. One person likes to play word games and the other one likes to play video games. That's not necessarily an issue because neither person is opposed to the other person's interests. They just have different interests. So it's things like that that you should be considered concerned with. So I'll just recap. Dating should have a destination. Before you start dating, don't be in that let's see where this goes stuff, because if you're going out with someone that you like, and typically we spend time with people that we like, especially if you're going out with them on a consistent basis. If it's somebody that you like, your emotions are going to engage, and you're going to experience the same things you would experience if you were ready to get married, if you were ready for a serious relationship. Our emotions don't know the difference between when you're serious and when you're not, when you're spending time with somebody in close proximity that you're interested in. All right, so know what your destination is, know what your end goal is, what it is you're looking for, and then know what it is or what you are, who you're compatible to. Those are things that you should know ahead of time, things that you should think about ahead of time, because once you get in relationships, your emotions start engaging. You become less discriminate. You just do, because your emotions are engaged and they cloud your judgment. All right, so know what it is you're looking for, have an end in mind, and then consider your non-negotiables, and then the things that you're willing to bend on, because we have to make adjustments. It can't be all one person's way, and it has to be adjustments. It has to be compromise on both sides in a relationship, in a healthy relationship. Just not compromise. You can't compromise in areas where it comes to your values and things like that. But other stuff, there's going to be compromise. All right, so hopefully that answers your question and gives you some things to think about for you or whoever it is you asked the question for. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Let me know if you have any other questions, or if I missed something or need to talk about something else that you had in mind. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great night.